All right, so far the NFL playoffs has produced some good games. We had some good competitive divisional round games, and we about to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got sports to talk about right here on the Real Two Sports podcast. All right, man. We thank you so very much for being here with us on this Tuesday night. Wherever in the world you are right now, man, follow us on social media, all social media platforms. That is X, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook. We even have a sports group on Facebook where you can talk 24/7 about sports. You can rep your team, even get into an old heated debate. Yes, a heated debate with somebody on there, man. So if there's something you're looking for, man, if is that a group that you're looking for, or something similar to that, man, look no further than the Real to Sports group. And we are currently on Facebook right now. That is Real number 2 Sports group. All right, man, I'm sitting here with the pioneer. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the pioneer of this great podcast. He represents the 3-time Super Bowl champion. I'm talking about my Las Vegas Raiders. He's part of the Raider Nation. He is Oklahoma State Go Pokes alumni. Yes, sir. And he is the king of the predictions. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the very talented Mr. Episode, Young Mark.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought I was gonna be able to come on here tonight and brag on my favorite basketball team. They recently beat host Spurs.
They
Carl
did.
Anthony Towns put up 62 points, but it wasn't enough to beat the Hornets. But as the old saying goes, the good Lord giveth and the good Lord taketh away.
Mm-hmm.
What in the blue hell were we thinking trading Terry Rozier, man? Into the Heat of all teams, right?
What?
Come on, Charlotte. I thought the dumb decision was going to end when MJ sold the team, man. This is ridiculous, man.
Wait a minute. Terry Rozier went to Miami?
For Kyle freaking Lowry and a 2027 first round pick.
37-year-old Kyle Lowry?
I've been sick about it all day.
That was a terrible trade.
Man, I've been sick about this joint all day. I can't.
Wait a minute. And what else?
A 2027 first round pick.
Oh, my God. You know what it was? You know what Charlotte did? They jump on Kyle Lowry's name.
Woj just talking about they're about to trade him. They have no interest in keeping him. They're trying to find a trade for him.
But Kyle Lowry, oh my God, he's 37.
I mean, I'm not mad at the fact that they got a first round pick for Terry Rozier. Like, just why would you get rid of him? Like, let's go to football, bro. I've been literally sick about that joint all freaking day, man.
Scary Terry is no more.
He's in Miami. I ain't gonna hold you. This trade hurt worse than when Kemba Walker left.
I feel you. But they celebrating on South Beach because they got a pretty decent.
They got a dog.
Yeah, they got a dog. They got a good one. Yeah. What up, Philly G? Philly Gzo.
Let's go Sixers.
Word. Philadelphia is in the building. All right, Mark, let's get this show rolling, man. It's me and Mr. Episode. We won't be for you long, but we're going to go through these divisional rounds, and we're going to talk about them. But first things first, before I get anything out, I must, in each and every year since I had this, 2 years I've been on this podcast, man, I had to stop and pay tribute to the late, great Kobe Bryant. I must, before I go further. Kobe Bryant. This Friday will be 4 years of uh, his death. Uh, just tragic, man. Just tragic. At the age of 41, Kobe Bryant and his daughter, Gianna. Um, Kobe Bryant, man, is the he's still an inspiration. And I know he's a big inspiration in my life. And uh, to be honest with you, when I behind the scene, I have a tough time with this podcast. I have tough time with this podcast, but Kobe Bryant puts things back in perspective. And I couldn't stand Kobe Bryant as a player because he was a Spurs killer, and he killed my Spurs, man. But I respected him more as a man, and he became more of a father, more of a father, more of a teacher. And Kobe Bryant is just a workaholic. He's just a leader. He's a man's man. He just not afraid to pull up his sleeves and work. So every year I try to, because right now I would say Kobe Bryant is my hero, and man, like I said, he's just a big inspiration. At times, man, I don't want to do this podcast. I don't want it. I don't want to do it. But I remember Kobe Bryant. I always remember Kobe Bryant, man. You don't want to be around lazy people. You don't want to be too lazy. Get up. Let's go. I work 12 hours a day and come and do this. So, passion. He taught me passion. He taught me how to go out here and get it. And before I pass it to Mark, the Olympics, man. What got me in the Olympics when all those guys was out partying and they was coming up. It was Melo and Dwayne Wade and some other cats, and they was coming up in the elevator. Kobe was getting on, going to the gym. This is 4:00 in the morning. They was just coming back from the club. Kobe was going to the gym. Workaholic, and that's kind of how I am with this podcast. Those Mark knows that my day off and throughout the week, man, I'm always working, trying to make this one of the best podcasts on YouTube. So it's just a work ethic that he's helped me out with. But again, man, this 4 years, man, I gotta give a tribute to the late great Kobe Bryant. Mark,
Man, it's just crazy to believe that it's been 4 years, man. I
4 years.
remember uh legitimately where I was and what I was doing when I found out. I didn't believe it. I thought it was a hoax. You know, when you people my generation, we find out all of our news on social media. So
Mm-hmm.
normally when you see somebody's name trending on social media, it means one of two things: either it's a joke or somebody unfortunately has passed away.
Right,
So I saw his name trending on Twitter that morning. I'm like, nah, this can't be right.
right. That's what
So
I
when
said.
ESPN started reporting on it, and TMZ and Fox News and
Yeah,
just about every media outlet you can think of, it's when it sunk in. And yep, I man, just crazy to think about. How 1 minute you're here and the next minute you're not. But if
absolutely.
anything, though, he definitely left behind a very great legacy, both with sports fans and non-sports fans alike.
Yes, sir.
On a personal note, it's kind of bittersweet for me talking about Kobe because his host mentioned that he's a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, I'm a fan of the Charlotte Hornets, and that was the team that drafted Kobe, and then
That's true.
they traded him away for Vlade Divac. So
Word.
literally
Keys.
every year during the draft, that story always comes up, no matter how long it's been since it happened. It's like,
Hmm.
remember that time Charlotte traded Kobe? Come on, man. Everybody know the story. Don't bring it up no more.
Hmm. Hmm.
But definitely his work ethic and the way that he was just a go getter. When he had a goal, something he wanted to accomplish,
Hmm.
literally nothing would stop him.
Hmm.
And for as much trash as he talked on the court, for as much as he demanded out of his teammates, I think the one thing that kind of endeared him to everybody that was around him was he didn't just talk the talk, he walked the walk.
Yes,
Like
sir.
he was in the gym putting up shots, working hard, making practice more competitive in the game. All the stories you hear about him, like he actually did that and lived that. So
Hmm.
definitely, if anything, the lesson he left behind is the proof is in the pudding. If you
Hmm.
want to be successful in anything that you do in life, whether it's doing a podcast, starting your career at work, or trying to be a professional athlete, you have to put in the work. It's not just you're not just gonna wake up
Got
and all
to,
of a sudden be successful.
got
You
to,
gotta get up and grind for it. So
got to, got to.
definitely appreciative to Kobe Bean for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, man, Kobe inspiration, man. What got me, man? They played this video tribute on Instagram. Played a tribute, man, and his last speech when he said "Mamba out." Boy, they started running in, man. When he said "Mamba out," I was like,
I was at Oklahoma State in the dorm building in Winchell. Shout out Winchell. I was at Oklahoma State
mm.
in the dorm his last game. I remember like it was
Against
yesterday.
Utah when he put up
Yeah,
60.
yeah,
I was like, this dude, he's gassed too. He's about to pass out. He's about to pass out. But Kobe, they wanted him to get 60.
yep.
They wanted him to get that. They dared Utah. They dared him to get it. And that's something that you just don't do. You don't dare Kobe Bryant, bro. This dude, what, 30,
Tempting
what,
fate.
38, 39 years old, man, and put up 60. I'm like, yo, that's my dude, man. Kobe. Shout out to him, man, and and blessings to his family still. And one of the all-time greats, man. Like I said, I cannot start the show without honoring Mr. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant. All right, Mark, on to football, man. We had some good games, man. We had some good games in this division round. We shared a
If you
few
want to
texts.
call it that.
We shared a few texts here and there, man. Some of these texts, boy, we like, what in the hell is going on here? Good Lord here. But let's start off because we gonna get there. And ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn ready because Mark got something for you. And I'm gonna come behind him. But holy smoke. First game, man. The new AFC South Division champion, Houston Texans. They went to the bank to take on the new AFC North Division champion, Baltimore, number one seeded Baltimore Ravens. Ravens came out with the win, demolished 34-10 in that game. Your thoughts on that game, sir?
The Ravens are the real deal. That was kind of the takeaway that I got. They had easily the most dominant win of the playoffs so far. Really, Houston was out of it from start to finish outside of that punt return that they had to tie it up at halftime. Really, outside of that, they really couldn't do anything. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't throw it. That Ravens defense was ferocious. Lamar
Yes.
got his thing going.
Yes.
So shout out to the Baltimore and drew to the game, man. That was definitely a very dominant win. It definitely solidified where they're the number one seed.
Right. I told Drew to the game. I said, man, way to defend the bank.
Yeah.
That was the way to do it. Baltimore, man, watching that game, Baltimore defense is relentless, and they really did a good job by keeping a red hot CJ Stroud under bay. They did not score a single touchdown. Only touchdown they got was what was that? A 67-yarder by Sims.
Punt return.
Yeah, punt return, Sims. Yeah, that was the only touchdown, and they got a field goal, of course. That defense is just relentless, man. Shout out to McDonald, man. Man, the scheme that he came up with to shut down such a hot young quarterback like CJ, who just lit up Cleveland with 45. Oh man, just an overall good game. Lamar was just the guy, man. 16 for 22, 152 in the air, but he ran for 100. It's a quarterback, Mark. This is Michael Vick level. What you think?
Definitely, in my opinion, and I say this with all due respect to Michael Vick, as somebody who was a huge fan of his growing up. Lamar is what I feel like Michael Vick was supposed to have been if Mike had like the intangibles to go along with the skills on the field, like the film study, the discipline, the vision down the field, the ability to throw the ball. Like if Mike always said he didn't really take the game as seriously as he should have. Lamar is Michael Vick if he would have taken the game seriously. Definitely, I think he's the new standard bearer for mobile quarterbacks. He's the literal definition of a dual threat, and I'm happy for him. He's able to put up these phenomenal numbers and performances on the ground. And normally the knock against mobile quarterbacks is they can't stay healthy. Well, this year Lamar was able to stay healthy and play every game and still be dominant on the ground, so it can be done. But if you're a Houston Texans fan, I just want to say to you, keep your head up. You got nothing to be ashamed of. It was a
Not at
hell of a
all.
season.
It was.
I think what did them in, outside of going up against the Ravens, was their uh, youngness really showed because they stayed in penalized in that game. And anybody who's a coach or a former player of football, man, penalties is the biggest killer in the game. So when they kept getting false starts and holdings and all that stuff, giving Baltimore extra chances, it's like, that was going to be their downfall, and it was. But I have a very good feeling that Coach Ryan is going to get that cleaned up going into next year. Houston's going to be a prime destination. I
Oh God, yeah.
feel like free agents are going to want to go there because of
Mm-hmm.
how promising this young team is. They're going to get Tank Dell back. They're going to
Mm.
get healthier on offense, and they're
Mm-hmm.
going to make some noise next year. So heads up, Houston fans.
And Lamar, man, people what was it last year and the year before that say Lamar can't throw. Huh. Huh.
You,
Yeah,
it's
right.
crazy. Like, I was listening to Unsportsmanlike on ESPN radio,
Mm-hmm.
and this dude called in from Atlanta. And it's crazy how even after Lamar has done all these things, he's well on his way to another MVP award, and he
Mm-hmm.
just lit up Houston. People still find a reason not to like this dude.
I don't get
They
it.
still want to try to belittle him and throw dirt in his name because he's a black quarterback. And this is 2024. People are calling a nationally syndicated radio program getting disgusted by people praising Lamar for the things that he's done on the field, man. It's crazy, but keep
Yeah,
on letting the haters be mad, Lamar. Keep doing your thing.
I know that's real. The run game in that man, Justice Hill, great. Oh man, just
Where did Justice
oh,
Hill go to school, O's?
pew pew.
You're
Yeah, he
welcome,
ran for
Drew.
66 yards, man. I mean, it's under 100, but it was effective. That
Yeah,
run game was effective. Gus Edwards, 40 yards, 10 carries, 40 yards, but it was effective. Like everything Baltimore did it affected the game, and it really affected a pretty good defense of the Houston Texans. Big touchdown by Isaiah Likely. Man,
well,
he just
likely been
snatched it
getting
out of there.
off, boy.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Hey, real talk.
he
I
been
know
getting
Mark
it.
Andrews is that dude, but yo,
He snatched that mug out of the air,
hey,
bro.
either Baltimore gonna have to pay both of their tight ends, or somebody about to get a beast
True.
if likely hit free agency,
That
man.
is true. That is true. Isaiah stepped up. Shout out to Nelson Aguilar. Aguilar,
Yeah,
former Raider.
once a
Oh
Raider,
man,
always a Raider.
that's right. Nelson Aguilar balling. Like this team is clicking on all cylinders. Roquan Smith got two forced fumbles. Two
Yeah,
forced fumbles. Wow. Yeah, that defense is just off the chain. Of course, Tucker here that 53 yarder. I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing bad about Baltimore. Those guys are just they clicking on all cylinders right now. Did you see Mark when I like the leadership Lamar did? One of the centers, 72 or whatever. But Lamar got on him big time. The camera showed him. Lamar got on him big time. And then 2 plays later, Lamar ran it in for a touchdown. And then they was back over on the sideline, and he was, talking to him regular, like, yo, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Leadership, man. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Lamar, man, I'll tell you. Lamar, you're right, Philly G. Lamar's gonna be MVP. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt, man. I like the guy. He's my favorite quarterback. The guy just unbelievable. They still say that he remembers every single person that got drafted before him, bro. And guess what?
As
All of them
as
at
he
home.
should, as he should. But
Yeah.
respectfully, what I'm saying, there was one other quarterback in that 2018 class that turned out really pretty good.
We gonna
Uh,
get to him.
but I bet the Cardinals are probably kicking themselves for not taking Lamar and
What
taking
you
Josh
say?
Rosen.
What you say, Josh Rosen? What you say? You remember that guy said Lamar sitting at the table. He was mad as fire.
Yeah,
But he said, I'm gonna show everybody why y'all miss me. I'm gonna show everybody. He got a right to be. He was Mr. Irrelevant that first round.
yeah.
Jesus. And look at him. 2-time MVP. Hopefully, if Ref ain't on the payroll, that's a whole nother story. Hey, he go, win a Super Bowl.
We're gonna get to that part.
Yeah, boy. I'm let Mark get you on that one, but Again, man, shout out to the Baltimore Ravens over the Houston Texans, 34-10. All right, man. Next game, Mark. The NFC West Division champion, San Francisco 49ers. They took on the wild card Green Bay Packers. Holy smoke. Your thoughts on this game, sir? Because, boy.
Uh, where I don't even know where to begin.
Me neither. Me neither.
This was all right. I'll start here, and I texted host this during the game. I am so freaking thankful we got the better of the Carlson brothers when it comes to kicking because
Amen.
Anders has not been hitting on nothing all season. Like this isn't just like some playoff woes, like because it's raining or nothing like that. Like no, homeboy been looking like the second coming of Billy Cundiff all year. I ain't yo, I ain't even trying to disrespect the man, but I think Jay on the
Yeah.
track would definitely agree. Um, it it that, but the main thing that I will say, San Francisco escaped. Um,
He did.
I'm disappointed that here we are yet again, the 49ers on the playoff run,
Mhm.
and Debo freaking Samuel's hurt
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, brother, man, I don't know if you got to change up your playing style, if you got to get a better strength and conditioning coach, or what is going on, bro. But these injuries keep piling up, and I hate
It's
to
at the
say it, man.
wrong time. It's at the wrong time.
Yeah, like why you always keep waiting until like late in the season or in the playoffs to start getting hurt. And from what I heard, it's the same injury that kept him out of the game against Cleveland. And for whatever reason, even when they got George Kittle, even when they got CMC, when Debo is not on the field, that offenses don't hit the same. And Brock Purdy is starting to look incredibly human right now. I have to admit, he wasn't the best quarterback on that field during that game. And I want to give some credit and some praise to Jordan Love for how he played this season, especially turning it around. They went from 3-6 to in the divisional round of the playoffs.
Now
Don't
they.
think too many people could have predicted that.
Mhm.
Looks like Green Bay got another one on their hands, man.
It's
They
true.
they
Very true.
they had Rodgers, and then before Aaron Rodgers they had Brett Favre.
True.
But I got to be honest with you, host.
Yes, sir.
If that last play from Jordan Love went the most Brett Favre shit I've ever seen, like,
Bruh, I told Q that. I said, brother, well, Q actually said, that's a Brett Favre. I said, what
bro,
is he
the
doing?
game on the line, and you throwing it way back across your body,
That's a
making the
no-no.
most ugly throw in mankind, and it get intercepted. I'm like, man, that's the second coming of Brett Favre. It's
Yeah, that's
confirmed.
Brett Favre all day long. That's Brett Favre. That's
Like
Brett Favre right
between
there,
the,
boy.
the NFC title game against the Giants or the NFC title game against the Saints or that game in Lincoln Financial Field against the Eagles. Boy, Brett Favre was always going to throw a pig at the wrong time, and that's
I'm
exactly
trying
what
to tell
Jordan Love did.
you. I said, what in the world is this Joker doing right? Yeah, you never, but he's young. Okay, so I mean he's young. Uh,
But even if you're young, like literally, what could he have seen? Like quite literally, homeboy was way back across the other
yeah,
side of the field,
yeah. You
double
throwing
covered
20 yards across, Mark.
into double coverage.
You've been on
So
the actual football field. You know that is long
what were
gone.
you
That is.
looking at, bro?
I know. What are you looking at, bro? I'm like, what is he doing?
Like,
Like,
just throw the damn ball away and let
he
it
should have
fight
thrown
another
away.
down. Like you were
My
outside of the tackle box, just get it across the line of scrimmage. They can't call intentional grounding.
no, he could have actually ran for 5 or 6.
Something.
Good
Uh,
lord, throw the ball. Like, don't throw an interception, bro. But Brock Purdy played trash. This game was trash for him. He was terrible. He was terrible. Shout out to Green Bay because Green Bay was disrupting. And like you just said earlier, that this team looks very different and they feel different and they have no energy without Debo Samuel. Now when Debo is out, now you can't run those screens.
mm,
CMC's not a screen guy. And where's Juszczyk? Where is he? Like they're not using him. Like this is the time to use him. Now you got Debo out. I mean, come on, man. But like you said, Mark, and I agree with you. Debo is out, and it's the wrong time. This is
Yeah.
the wrong time, man. Debo, and I'm not saying that I come from a tougher era, but sometimes you just got to tough it out, because your team needs you. Green Bay was on the brink of beating these guys. Like Green Bay brought it. They brought it, man. If it weren't for Jordan throwing that, they brought it. They actually brought it, but
If it weren't for Anders Carlson missing
Anders
that field goal,
Carlson, yeah,
but I mean, we just talked about it with Kobe. I mean, sometimes you got to fight through the pain if it
yeah,
means like potentially bringing your team a
yeah,
championship.
man. You got you
I
got to
mean,
you got to fight through it, man. You
I'm
got to
old
fight.
enough to remember when Phillip Rivers played in the AFC Championship game on the torn ACL. So,
I
uh,
remember when Matt Stafford threw a touchdown with a dislocated shoulder.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Or
he
Eddie
did it.
George, dislocating his shoulder against the Ravens and still getting back out there because
Hmm.
he wanted to play.
Hmm.
Sometimes, you just got to let that adrenaline get going and try to help your team win, especially if you're serious about winning the championship.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That like I said, Debo is their juice.
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk, that's when Brandon Ayuk should have stepped up. Jennings, he did step up and make some big catches. Again, use check. I don't get why he wasn't in the game. Um, I mean, man, Jesus, Alshon Jeffrey won a Super Bowl with a broken shoulder. It's the toughness, man. I mean, you just Debo, man. Jeez. But anyway, I gotta give Green Bay their props. Like you said, Mark, they went 3-6. They came back. They finished 9-8. They made the playoffs. They did America the biggest favor in the world by getting rid of the Cowboys.
You say that, and I still disagree with you on that.
Oh yeah.
America wanted to see Dallas have to play Detroit again, and that would have been a matchup if Dallas would have
I
won.
would want to see Dallas and the 49ers because that just brings me back to the 90s. That would have been a really, really good game. Dallas, that would have been a really good game. But unfortunately, Green Bay was there. But oh man, Jordan. He got a lot to learn. And like you said, that Green Bay they have a quarterback. They have a quarterback in
Yeah,
the future. His name is Jordan Love. Uh, with those receivers and those guys that they put around him, they all rallied behind him. The defense: Kenny Clark, Preston Smith, Quay Walker,
Alexander did his
Al-
thing for the most
Jair
part.
Alexander, Darnell Savage, what's his name? He got a penalty though. He got a lot of Carrington Valentine. He got a lot of penalties, but I mean they got the future's bright in Green Bay. The
Yeah,
future's bright for them. I like them. I like them. They gonna Rashad Gary. They're gonna do okay, but
they just need a kicker. That's all they need.
they they didn't kick a bad boy. They
The
ain't got
second coming of Billy Condon, man.
word. They ain't got old Longwell for they used to have back in the day. Longwell, Brian Longwell.
I
Longwell was
mean,
they
call
kicker.
call up Brandon McManus, call up Graham Gano, call up somebody, man.
Graham Gano. Oh man, Cowboys kicking for a long time. Graham Gano.
Or
Wow.
sign my man Matt Amendola from Oklahoma State. Give him a call.
Matt Emma. Who was he playing for? Nobody.
He's in the USFL now. I mean,
Oh,
the
okay.
UFL now,
Oh, call him up.
playing for Coach Phillips in San Antonio.
Wade.
Yep.
Wade. All right, Mark. Now, next game, we getting to your boy. We getting to your boy, Mark. We getting to your
Uh,
boy. We got the NFC North, new NFC North Division champion, the Detroit Lions. They taking on the NFC South Division champion, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers came short, losing to the Lions 31-23. Your take on this, Mr. Episode?
that was quite literally the most difficult
True
football
to the
game I've had
game.
to watch in my life. What's going
Good.
on, Drew?
True to the
That
game.
that game right there was incredibly difficult to watch because I'm like, I want to root for Baker Mayfield so bad, but I can't go against the team I've been rocking with for like the last 2 years. So it was tough. I was on pins and needles the entire time, and truth be told, that was the best game of the weekend, man. We were thoroughly
That
entertained.
was that
It
was the
was
best game.
incredibly competitive.
That was.
Jared Goff played his behind off. The Lions themselves played their behind off. Um, but I have questions about the ending. And the reason why I have questions is
I know where you're getting
Todd
at.
Bowles has been a head coach for years. This
I know
isn't
where
his
you're getting
first
at.
rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
Why not call the freaking timeout when they had less than a minute left and force Detroit to kick a long field goal? And if they would have missed the field goal, you would have had the ball in excellent field position and a chance to try to tie the game and force overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you call timeout? It was just almost like, I guess in that moment, I don't know if it just slipped his mind or if he was just already thinking about his vacation in Cancun or getting ready for the draft. I don't know what it was, but that wasn't the brightest coaching decision in my opinion. And there were also some other times in the game where I felt like he could have gone for it on fourth down and gambled a little bit and probably could have picked it up. But instead, he wanted to be conservative and rely on his defense. That's his MO as a defensive minded head coach. But that time management again, man, we've seen countless times in teams like Dallas, and others. Time management at the end of the game can be the difference between winning and losing a lot of times. And I feel like the Bucks still kind of had a chance there at the end, but Todd Bowles just didn't take it.
Why? I don't understand why he go for two. I don't understand that. Get the points. So now you missed the two. Now you down 8.
Because
My wife
it's
watching. We was watching the game. I said you're putting more stress on and you putting more on your defense now. Now they have to get a stop. But Detroit is on fire right now. It's hard to stop. Gibbs, shout out to Gibbs. Gibbs was killing them.
roll
He was
tide.
killing them. He was hot. So why you put Todd Bowles? Why you put your defense in such a bad position like that? Because it was 4 minutes to go, Mark. It was like 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
The analytics say you're gonna have to go for two
Yeah,
regardless in that situation. So I think the analytics say go for it now and at least try to get it. And then, if you miss it, you still gotta go for it again. If you get it, then you can score the touchdown and take the extra point to potentially win the game. But I wasn't too mad at that decision. It made a lot of sense. I wish the play calling would have been a little bit better on that, but Mike Evans showed up and showed out. Baker
he did.
Mayfield gave it his all.
He
The
did.
running back gave it his all. Tampa really put up a good fight, but
I agree. Mike Evans did, and I'm proud of Mike Evans because usually he's
yeah,
known to drop the ball. And beautiful
unlike
pass.
another star receiver we're gonna get to.
Boy, load him up for that one. But Mike Evans, that was a beautiful pass by Baker Mayfield. Beautiful precision. I'm telling you, nobody never talk about it, but to me, Baker Mayfield is the best. He has one of the prettiest balls when he throw on the run.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a
that
specialty.
yeah, that boy he can throw on the run, man. And he gets it there.
Yeah,
He gets it there, and I was really proud of Baker Mayfield because this is the highest he has been in the playoffs,
yeah.
and
Second
pull his
time getting to the
stats.
divisional round, and both
Right.
times nail biter all the way to the end.
Yeah, I gotta give it to him. If Tampa is smart, man, they should really get this guy a contract. He went 26 for 41 with 349 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 INTs. But you put up 349 and 2 against a pretty stout Detroit Lion defense. That's pretty good, bro.
It's
Especially
going
with a subpar offense like Tampa.
it's gonna be easier said than done because like basically every key player they have on their team is a free agent. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
Drew, script.
Please don't talk to me about the script.
Boy, we coming to that. Uh, this Rashad White guy.
Shout out to him. Tampa needed a running back, and he stepped entirely up to the plate.
Yeah, I like this game particular because he took his time. He just ain't hit the hole. He took his time, kind of like Le'Veon Bellish a little bit. He took his time and he didn't usually hit the hole like that. Mike Evans again. 8 receptions for 147 yards, 1 touchdown, 12 targets. Great. It's good. It's good to see Mike Evans stepping up like that. And this dude, now tell me something about this dude, Otten, Mark. That dude's always open.
Yeah, man, he's a tight end that they have down there in Tampa. I don't know if it's scheme or if it's just his talent, but it's just like almost every time they look to him, man, the dude is just open. He's a phenomenal talent. He's a great blocking tight end as well. He's almost like having an extra offensive lineman out there. He's so far reminded me a lot of prime Jason Witten, like a guy that can kind of do it all when you need it. Can run a good route, get open, great solid hands, can block really well. He's gonna be on his way. He is to them what they thought OJ Howard was gonna be for
OJ Howard. Wow. That dude got lost in the shuffle.
him. Yeah.
Oh man. On Detroit side, Armand St. Brown, who is a fast little joker. Eight
I'm still trying
receptions.
to figure out how he slid in the draft, man.
What? What you
Like how
saying?
did like he had 8 wide receivers drafted ahead of him and he can name all 8 of them.
Dude is
I don't know how he fell, bro.
St. Brown is sick. Sick fast.
That is a dog. Like
Yeah,
that
he's a
is a
dog.
dog's dog right
Yeah, he's a
there.
dog. He's a dog. That dude's sick fast. He is
He
fast.
steps up when the team needs a big play.
Tough
He
look.
does his best to get open for Jared Goff. He's tough as nails. And between him and Sam Laporta and Jameer
Laporta.
Gibbs and
Yep.
Montgomery,
Jimmy Gill. Yep.
boy, San Francisco gonna have their hands full next week.
They are.
If they come out and play a sloppy game like they did against Green Bay, man,
Word.
congratulations Detroit, y'all going to y'all first Super Bowl.
I agree. And I'm all for that. I'm all for that, man, because let me tell you why, because one of the greatest running backs of all time, Barry Sanders, that would do him some good. That would make that man smile. Barry Sanders, again, to me, I put him number 2 because I seen Walter Payton and holy hell, Walter Payton was just, oh God. Woo! Walter Payton was he was that dude. But I will put Barry up there as my number 2, Barry Sanders. But I like to see teams like this, like the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns, and who was my sleeper team this year. I love to see team, even when Arizona went to the Super Bowl in 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2009, 2010. Yeah,
yeah. Even when they went, man, I was rooting. No offense, dudes, but I was rooting for Arizona, man, because they never been there. And everybody loved Larry Fitzgerald. So
yeah.
everybody want Larry Fitzgerald to get that one, because Fitzgerald was, again, he's one of the greatest wide receivers of all time, but he don't get no shine
We
like
gonna
that
get to
because
that.
okay. Let's see here. One thing I'm gonna get off this game is one thing with Tampa that I hope that they get better next year. First of all, I think they need a head coach, Mark.
You
I don't
want them to
think
get rid of Todd Bowles?
I think Todd Bowles should go to defense. Defensive, like go back when Bruce was there. Bruce Arians was the head coach, and then Todd Bowles was the
No risk it, no
defensive.
biscuit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think it needs. So they need a head coach because Todd Bowles. All right, you're the visiting team, and you're playing a 12-5, one of the best teams in the league, Detroit Lions. Crucial game. You got a chance to win, but there's no fire from Todd Bowles. He's just sitting there.
He's one of them cool, calm coaches.
It's not
And
going to work because your team is young. Your team is young. They need somebody. You see Dan Quinn over there, and look what Dan Quinn. They feed off Dan Quinn's energy, just like we feed off AP's energy. You know, like they need somebody. I believe if they had somebody like that, bro, they would have probably beat Detroit. Baker Mayfield is a fired up guy. He's kind of
yeah,
cool and collected now. It's not him. When he was in Cleveland, he was fired up.
he got humbled, man.
I just think that Tampa, man, they just need some fire. Todd Bowles is not it.
I don't disagree. Truth be told, I don't disagree with you.
Mhm.
Um, I just question that end of the game decision from him. That's really what's got me questioning Coach
Yeah,
Bowles.
yeah,
Um, why not do everything you can to try to give your team a chance to win? Like this isn't just a regular season game where,
yeah.
well, all right, we'll get them next week or we'll
Right.
rebound next week. Like, no, bro,
Yeah.
you lose this game, you going home.
You
Like,
going home, brother?
you got to act like it. When
Yes,
they
sir.
say
Yes, sir.
cornered animal is the most dangerous.
There
He
you
was backed
go.
up in the corner and just like, all right, take me away, Lord. But
There you go. You need
season ended.
fire. You need fire. Mike McCarthy, same way. Just there. Do at least when they had Jason Garrett, at least he clapped. He showed some kind of emotion. You got to show some emotion, man. You got to get these guys. You want to bring, like you just said. You just said it. You got to play, or you going home.
The scenario you're talking about, it reminds me. Now I didn't get to see it personally, but you know all about it. You saw it front and center. It reminds me of how like when Dallas had Barry Switzer as their head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Barry Switzer was a laid back, mellowed out players coach, but when they needed to get fired the hell up, Troy Aikman lit a fire up under their behind, bro.
And you had
And Troy,
playmaker too.
boy, Troy Aikman and them guys, man,
Mm-hmm.
want no sleeping on the job with them at the
Mm-mm.
helm. So
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
sometimes you need players like that.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
Prime Baker from OU would have been down there, I think you would
Yeah.
have gotten that. But for all the right reasons, Baker's been gotten humble and he's playing better because of it. But
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you. Also, I think they would have had like maybe a Pete Carroll or somebody like that who was
Yeah.
animated a
Yeah.
little
There you
bit
go.
to
There
get
you go,
fired
Mark.
up.
There you go. I agree with
It might have
that.
served them better.
Holy hell. That's perfect right there. Pete Carroll, man. Somebody, Sean McVay. Look at the Rams. Sean
The
McVay.
Rams ain't letting go of Sean McVay.
No. This dude, when they score a touchdown, Sean McVay is in the end zone celebrating with him. He's down there
or,
with him.
or shoot, we wearing the gear right now representing our team. Coach Madden, he was
Coach
cool and calm
Madden.
when he needed to be,
Yeah.
but when the situation called for it, he can get fired up.
Flores was he was a little fired up too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. 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 I was saying, man, you need fire, man. You need somebody that's gonna come on, man. Let's go. Like let's man, shit. Todd Bowles better you gotta man, just paint on the wall watching that guy. Paint on the wall. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The last game of the divisional round. And it occurred on a Sunday night. The AFC West Division champion, Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. They took on the AFC East Division champion, Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs 27, Buffalo 24. Close game. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Young Mark.
oh boy, this game was very difficult to watch for all the wrong reasons. Um, for those of you who don't know, Host and I are diehard Raider fans, and our arch enemy is that team to get barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
So we're rooting for everybody that's going up against that team to get barbecue
Yes.
because how disrespectful would it be for them? Because the AFC is the home team this year. They go into our stadium and potentially win a championship on our field. It, Allegiant Stadium, low key, might have to be torn down and rebuilt. I ain't
You ain't kidding, bro. You
but
ain't kidding.
respectfully, from the on the field perspective, there's so much to get into. But I'm gonna let Host handle the rest on the payroll. That's his bread and butter.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna specifically talk to the Buffalo Bills and to their fans. Take it from me, man. When the football gods give you a golden opportunity to win the game, you better take that joint. I mean, my lord, they literally hand wrapped and gifted you the ball on a silver platter when MVS fumbled the football and it went out of the back of the end zone, and you got the ball back. That was your golden opportunity to
It sure
take the
was.
daggum lead and win the game.
It sure.
And what did you do? You choked. There is
Sure.
no other way to describe it. The Buffalo Bills freaking choked.
They
They were
choked, bro.
like B Rabbit during the opening scene from 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Got booed off stage.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, that last throw was terrible.
Terrible.
I don't know what you got bumped, and for whatever reason, it greatly affected your trajectory. Your man's was wide open. You completely missed him. You also had a check down on that same play that was even more open, but you wanted to go for the home run and
What you
be the
talking about?
hero and score a touchdown. Did you
Klein was
not watch Super
open,
Bowl
bro.
49 when Russell
Oh,
Wilson tried to be the freaking hero and screwed the whole team?
Michael Jenkins.
And my biggest target, and I hate going after this man because he's a former Maryland Terrapin. The University of Maryland is my
Get
first
him.
collegiate love.
Get him.
Stephon Diggs, man, shut the hell up, man.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Like, you are the definition of a prima donna wide
Thank
receiver.
you. Thank you.
When the game matters most and the team needs you, your ball goes through your damn hands.
Yeah.
But whenever you aren't getting the ball, you're
There
on
you
the
go.
sideline pouting,
Thank
threatening
you.
to hold out, and want to have a contract buyout. You did that crap in Minnesota. You did the crap again in Buffalo. They had to delay to start training camp at the beginning of the season. Why?
Thank you.
Because Stephon Diggs was throwing a hissy fit because he was mad that he was getting outshined by Gabe Davis and the tight
Thank
end.
you.
At least when 1388 and the other tight ends are on the field, they catch the ball when it's thrown their way. They don't just crumble under the pressure and let the ball go through their hands. You have the chance to go to the AFC Championship game and potentially win a Super Bowl, bro. You don't get them kind of opportunities every day. You got to
Talk
get
about
out there and make a play.
it. Talk about it.
And host talked about Larry Fitzgerald being one of the all-time greats, and I texted host this during the game. Larry Fitzgerald played with all kinds of quarterbacks, from Hall of Famers to completely trash.
Yes, sir.
It didn't matter who was throwing him the ball. If the ball was thrown his way, number 11 was going to catch it,
Yes,
or
sir.
he couldn't get 2 feet down in bounds to make it
Yeah.
a catch.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins,
Yeah.
he
DeAndre
played
Hopkins.
with Hall of Fame talent in Houston and complete trash in Houston. It did not matter. If it was Ryan Mallett,
Antonio Brown made very big catches.
Tony, for as much of a prima donna wide receiver as he was,
Yes, sir.
as much as he screwed over the Raiders, and I hate his guts to this day,
Yes, sir.
you cannot deny when Tom Brady or Ben Roethlisberger needed to get the ball in somebody's hands for somebody to make a play, he made something happen.
Mhm.
Great wide receivers do that. And Stephon Diggs right now is no longer a great wide receiver in my book.
No, sir.
Like, this is embarrassing, bro. And to be real with you, and I ain't trying to take nothing away from Buffalo, I wouldn't resign this dude. I let him walk. Keep it a high band with you. I would just run with Gabe Davis and the tight ends and let them do it. But Stephon, bro, if you gonna talk the talk and be mad, I'm not getting the ball. They're not throwing the ball to me enough. I hate this offense. Josh Allen isn't looking for me. Josh Allen looked for you. He went to you multiple times and you failed him every single time. So I put as much of this loss on Josh Allen for his terrible throws and decision making at the end of the game. I put it on Stephon Diggs for not being able to make a play. I put it on the freaking offensive coordinator. Why not play? The play calling could have been a lot better to preserve the clock and put up points on the team to get barbecue. Every opportunity you have down in the red zone against Patrick Mahomes, you have to be able to take advantage of it. You can't be having empty possession. You can't keep kicking field goals. You have to score touchdowns. James Cook, boy, you got butterfingers for hands. Hold on to the damn football, bro.
Man,
The
what you
football is the
talking
most
about?
valuable possession you can have as a
What you
football
talking
player.
about?
Stop putting that joint on the damn ground. Whether it's a handoff or a catch, dude had a wide open touchdown on the angle route in the fourth quarter and he dropped
Oh
it.
yeah, I seen
Him and
that. Yeah,
Stephon Diggs both had butterfingers on Sunday,
yeah,
bro.
that was a good play by Buffalo. He dropped it. I said, I'd be damned.
And last but not least, Tyler Bass.
Mm.
You know what this city has been through with Mr. Norwood and that Super Bowl against the Giants. Wide right, bro. You do that to Buffalo when they have this was a prime opportunity for them to finally vanquish their nemesis. and you push the ball to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Even the kicker analyst Jay Feely on CBS was acknowledging, hey, the way the wind is blowing and the way these conditions are, the wind's gonna push it right. So if a dude that's been out of the game for years calling the game on TV can see that, you as an active NFL kicker, how come you couldn't see that crap?
Right.
Aim the ball more so to the left or something and hope the wind carry it through. Like,
Wind wasn't even blowing
Lord
that
have
hard. I'm
mercy.
like, God, why is he?
And also I put it on Sean McDermott.
Yes, sir. There you go.
That's my last target.
There you go. There you go.
You could have put your team in better positions to win that game late.
Yes,
You
sir.
could have made a better play call on second and third down. Stop trying to force Josh Allen to go for the damn home run touchdown every time
Mm-hmm.
he has the ball. He was being effective with his legs. Let him
Mm-hmm.
run the ball, get as close to the damn goal line as possible to make that kick for Tyler Bass easier.
Mm-hmm.
Hand the ball off to James Cook. Let him try to
Mm-hmm.
pick up the first down. You had timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
So every target I named, all y'all is at fault for this. If you're a Buffalo fan, I feel bad for y'all. I really do feel like y'all are genuinely cursed. I don't know
Mm.
who y'all pissed off or what football gods y'all done made mad, but for whatever reason, y'all just cursed from winning the championship. And at this point, you got no more excuses. You you had Kansas City at home. You went on the road. Even though the refs tried to screw you with a call that host is going to talk about, the football god still handed you a chance and
Yeah.
you blew it.
Yeah.
I don't know what Buffalo need to do going forward, but that's my rant for the night, host.
You
I hand
know,
it off.
everything what Mark said is spot on. He did not miss anything. You know how you trying to clean a room and you trying to get every little piece of dirt, but he got every single piece of dirt. I could not agree with him more. He called that one straight up and down. He is exactly right. And Stephon Diggs is just. I said a few years ago he was a dog, but he is a cat. I'm not gonna say I can't say the word on here, but he's a cat. He should have caught the ball. This is he want big time money. He want big time recognition. This is where you step up. He could have been one of the greatest Buffalo Bill players ever with that catch. Now he's out of here. He should
And
be
Josh threw it perfectly. He put it
perfect
on the rope. He couldn't have
with
handed it to him any better.
with three guys on him. With three guys on him. First of all, Josh Allen's arm is insane. I haven't seen an arm like that since Jeff George. Those of you back in the day that know Jeff George. That
You
thing flew.
freaking love me some Jeff George, man.
Jeff George, man, he's our quarterback. Jeff George, man. Jeff George was incredible, man.
Oh man.
Man, that dude can throw flat-footed, man, from probably goalpost to goalpost. But I agree with you. Stephon needs to go. I think they need Gabe Davis. Of course, they miss Gabe Davis. He's not there. Gabe Davis there, that would have been a game changer. Buffalo would have probably been
I
playing
guarantee you
Baltimore.
Gabe would have caught
Oh
it.
God, yeah. But
I guarantee it.
Gabe is a dog. So Gabe, I would say this going forward next year: get rid of Diggs and give you some money. Maybe you can go get a wide receiver. But why not Shakir step up? I know he's a slot or Ty Johnson, him or Ty Johnson. But I know Shakir's more of a slot. Okay, so either them two. But shout out to Buffalo, Dalton King. Shout out to Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, even Trent. What's his name? Trent Sheffield. He dropped the ball. God damn. I said, oh my God, dude. Like when you catch the ball like that, I know it's hard while you're in a game, but man, you should have went up on it. Always cup your hands. Always cup your hands. He caught it, but it was in a bad spot with Josh threw it. But man, good effort. Uh, that would have been a game changer. What you think? I said, the Bills fan. Gabe drops the ball way too often and can't stay healthy. What? And Gabe would have caught that ball. I seen Gabe catch it. Oh hell no, I don't agree with that. I
I
seen Gabe catch some good
agree
ones.
semi with Drew to the game, but the key difference is though, Drew, Gabe is almost like the anti Debo Samuel. He gets hurt, but when it matters most, and when the team needs him the most, especially in the playoffs, he's there. I think back to that divisional game they had in Kansas City a couple of years ago. Stephon was doing his thing. 13 was. Every time they have a big game or a big moment and the season's on the line and they need to play, 13 always seems to be able to come
13,
down with it.
13's there. That's true. 13's there. Buffalo's defense really ticked me off because Why are in the same hell are you leaving Travis Kelsey so alone by himself for a wide open touchdown? That got to be the most embarrassing play calling by Sean McDermott. That
I
is
gave I spared the defense. Notice how the defense was the only unit I didn't sack. That for whatever reason, and this has been the
blown
moral of the story
coverage.
for Buffalo for years. They defense stay getting hurt, man.
They do.
They have been ravaged by injuries like the
Matt
last three or
Milano,
four
Matt
years
Milano's
straight.
out. Yeah,
So they were playing like second and third string
it was.
linebackers,
It was.
backup safeties, and corners. Like so that's why I spared the defense.
But you don't leave Travis Kelsey. You know Mahomes is going there. You know Mahomes is going there. That's his bread and butter.
Yeah,
That's his bailout. Rice is okay, but
Rice is
Travis
coming
Kelsey
on.
he is coming on. But Travis Kelsey is the guy. That's why I said I'm sitting here watching this game. This guy is not fast at all, but for some reason he gets open. I don't understand it. He's a great route runner. I give Travis Kelsey that. But now let's go into this most terrible call. And a lot of people say, well, you know, Buffalo didn't benefit off of it. I mean, Kansas City didn't benefit off of it.
Yes,
It
they
don't
did.
matter. It don't matter.
They got a free first down and literally on that same drive drove all the way down the field and were a MVS fumble away from scoring another touchdown.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That they did benefit out of it because it was a first down. Buffalo
Yeah.
needed that stop right there. They needed that stop, and they got that stop. And then after, but what got me, I'm watching it, and I will probably say 15 seconds after the play, here come a flag. I said, flag? They should be punting the ball by now. But they talking about flag. Pass interference. Oh, who was it? Number 42. I said, pass interference. He was clearly in the 5-yard range. You can do that on 5 yards. But you can clearly, I wish I could, I get hit with a copyright. But I wish I could show the video because the ball, when he nudged him, the ball, Mahomes didn't even have Mahomes still had the ball in his hand.
Right. And that's the controversial part about it. They were talking about it on TV, and Gene Stesator, who screwed the Raiders over many times, God, I hate that man.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Even on the replay, they quite literally showed it. The rule states you cannot make contact with a receiver when he's running for the ball unless it's within that 5-yard window that Host is talking about, or B, the ball isn't in the air yet. When they showed the replay in the freeze frame, when the defender's shoulder was into the offensive player, the ball was still in Patrick Mahomes' freaking hand.
Thank you.
Replay should have overruled that crap.
Yeah, they
The
should have.
Sky Judge should have overruled that crap. That was a horrible call by the refs on the field, bro.
And the thing is, Mark, it was 15 seconds, at least 10, 15 seconds after the play.
Because they were talking about it.
Tony Romo's like, well, what did he say? Why did it take so long to even come up with that? Because it was a bunch of crap.
Didn't it give you painful flashbacks to when a certain play happened in 2001 that involved us, and the refs took their sweet time reviewing it? You
talking about time stopped. Oh my God, time stopped, bro. Snowing. Oh man,
I ain't trying to bring up no bad memories. I'm getting triggered to think about it.
Man, just
it was giving me that kind of vibe. Bro.
Yeah, bro. I remember sitting on my bed watching that game. I was like, oh my God.
Man.
Roland Williams was pissed. Remember we had Roland Williams. Beaker the one that hit him. But anyway, and here's another thing with Kansas City. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to know, yeah, me and Mark are Raiders fans. True and blue to the silver and black, all the way. And just because it has to be Kansas City, the team that we do not like whatsoever, I just want to let the records be known that it's not about hating Kansas City right now. It's not. It's all about playing the game and playing the game right. That was a bad call. That was a terrible call. The world know it. Skip Bayless said it. But well, they ain't say it, but that would kind of piss me off because everybody from Undisputed to Speak to Shay and Ocho, like nobody is saying anything about that. Like everybody give a blind eye to it. Like I don't understand. Nobody is saying how bad of a call that was. That was terrible.
I think
That was
because
detrimental to Buffalo.
it was, but I think because of how the rest, there was a lot of time that transpired after that
Yeah.
controversial
Yeah, a
call,
lot of things happened.
and
Yeah.
two, Buffalo had multiple chances to rectify that bad call.
Yeah.
Like
They
again,
did.
on that
They
same
did.
drive,
They
MVS
did.
fumbled the football out of the end
Yes.
zone.
Yes.
Like
Josh, and
I'll tell,
like you said, Josh missed Diggs on that slant.
yeah,
He
and
missed him.
host, if we can be honest with each other for a second.
Yes, sir.
I know this is the Real Sports Podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to say I'm in no way, shape, or form being prejudiced with what I'm about to say.
Hit it.
And it's gonna strike a nerve with some people, but it's got to be said.
Hit it.
Patrick Mahomes is the NFL's golden boy. We get that,
Facts.
but the script that Drew to the game mentioned earlier. Of course, when you got that blonde pop sensation up in the stands
Yes.
cheering for her boyfriend that just so happens to play for the team and ketchup and mustard,
Mm-hmm.
of course the daggone NFL is going to try to rig the game so that way they can win. Because they want all the Swifties who normally don't even watch football, give a damn about football.
Yeah.
They want their eyeballs on the TV screen so they can
Absolutely.
boost the viewers
Yeah.
and air quote introduce new fans to the game of football
Yes,
who are
sir.
just following Taylor Swift.
Yes, sir.
To be completely real, and I'm not even salty at Taylor. It really is nothing against her personally. It annoyed the absolute hell out of me during that game when they cut the damn camera to her after every effing play.
Every
I've seen,
play.
bro, I've seen celebrities show up to sporting events my entire life.
Yes, sir.
Michael Jordan was at the national championship game, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, he
The
was.
camera cut to him
Hey
like
man, Derek
once.
Jeter. Derek
The,
Jeter.
the, the camera went to them like once or twice.
Yeah.
I've seen President Obama go to a game at Duke
Yeah.
University.
Yeah.
The camera cuts to him
Yeah.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
They went to Taylor Daggone Swift like 20 effing times, bro.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is annoying as hell.
It is.
I understand she's a celebrity. She has a cult following all over the world. Bad Bunny is the most streamed artist in music.
It's true.
The camera don't cut to him 20 effing times,
It sure
bro.
don't. It sure don't.
Like, cut the Taylor Swift crap out.
Yeah.
Like, I legitimately feel like in my heart of hearts, and due to the game, I ain't trying to offend you, my brother. I legit feel like the Montreal screw job is about to happen to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens
Oh yeah.
just to get freaking Taylor Swift into Allegiant Stadium to watch
Oh
the
yeah.
Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. They can't be stopped. Yeah, I agree with you. We see more of Swift on camera than we do being a celebrity at a Lakers game. Talk to me.
I'm
Facts.
saying,
Jack, you don't even show Jack Nicklaus no more. Oh, goddamn. She in more on the camera than Spike Lee in the Knicks game. Uh-oh.
but I just had to say that, host. I ain't trying to get us in trouble, stepping on toes, but
I don't care.
because of that blonde
I'll pay for
superstar
it.
up there in the stands,
I'll
bro.
pay for it. It'll be all right. I'll pay for it. You good?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, but because it's the script is said, like due to the game said, we already know. We already know, man. This is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that in a professional game. Look, Dwayne Wade's married to Gabrielle Union, but every time he hit a jump shot, they didn't show her.
No.
They didn't.
Presidents have gone to sporting events and not had the camera cut to them that
Fuck
many
all that.
daggone times.
Jay-Z and Beyonce be at the basketball game. They don't even show them like that.
But America, with all due respect, America loves its white, blonde, blue-eyed superstars. Don't
Yeah, this is ridiculous, man. And the NFL is just it's kind of like pulling up their skirt, letting us see what they got going on. Because why would you continue to keep going to her, the camera? And then now you got his brother who just retired recently. And now he's taking off his shirt and he's up there. Now you got the Swift family, the Kelsey family. Like, what is this? What is this, man? I mean, and look, even during the game, every time I can't see the game, how many times have we seen a State Farm commercial over and over again? Why we can't see Justin Jefferson in the sleepover? mattress
I
commercial.
don't even think we saw Baker Mayfield in the progressive commercials this much.
No. Why we can't see Dak Prescott at least in a mattress commercial? Why do we have to see Travis Kelsey, Pat Mahomes, and Andy Reid all the time during a football game? Are they the only guys that make commercials? Hmm? Are they? Are they? Because outside of the Kansas City Chiefs, I see Dak Prescott, Justin Jefferson.
Well, fear not, host, because I this is where I slightly disagree with you. I'd rather see reruns of State Farm commercials than what we're going to see next football season because 2024 is an election year. So you already know we're going to get bombarded with all day and night during football games this
Oh
coming
yeah, yeah.
fall. So
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
do with that what you will, ladies and gentlemen.
That is true. That is true. I think it's just sickening. As a football fan, it makes you not want to even look at football, especially with such big games like this. This week and next week. These next 3 weeks is the biggest weeks of any football fan. This is
It's the
our Super
best you
Bowl.
get.
This is our
Yeah.
Super Bowl. This is what we look forward to all year long.
We only got 3 games left.
Right. And for the NFL to come in and do some crazy, ridiculous stuff like this, it started last year when they screwed Philadelphia in the Super Bowl. It started. It started right there. So this thing is growing, and then it continued this season with Pat Mahomes. All of a sudden, he gets pissed off or whatever about the officiating, and he started getting irate. And to close this out, Mark, and on that pass interference play, Pat Mahomes was the one to go to the refs to tell them to throw the flag. Yeah, he complained. And when he complained, they threw the flag. So imagine if he didn't complain, they'd have been out punting the ball.
Yeah.
But since he complained, they threw a flag.
I just pray that Lamar and the Ravens do everything they can to decide that game on the field. Like I said, I just feel it in my gut. They're gonna cut the Taylor Swift like 2 or 3 times,
Fix is in.
and then the Montreal screw job is gonna happen.
I think the fix is in. A guy like Lamar Jackson, who is a brother.
He's a black man from Florida
Yeah.
who don't have the stereotypical look, speech, or play of an NFL quarterback
Oh, hell no.
versus America's favorite blonde, blue-eyed pop star's favorite football team.
Yeah. And don't forget that goddamn quarterback.
I truly, host, I really do feel like Taylor Swift has more pull now than Patrick Mahomes does
Oh yeah,
because of the
absolutely.
celebrity that comes with Taylor Swift.
If and let me tell you, if the NFL wasn't so soft, Pat Mahomes would not be doing all this running. And
Oh, can
probably,
you imagine that Jack Tatum was coming after him,
goddamn, you kidding me?
or Jack Lambert,
Man,
or Lyle
George
Zato?
George
What?
Atkinson. Oh my God,
Come on, bro.
It's crazy. But that's why these quarterbacks like that. Lamar is athletic, so he getting up out of there. But
Oh
Mahomes,
yeah,
just basic run, run, run. But you can't hit him. Now the thing I like about Josh Allen is going to try. He's trying to run through you.
yeah, that's a man.
Yeah, yeah, he's trying to run through you. And due to the game said something about Josh Allen being overrated. I don't think he's overrated. I think this game right here, it wasn't. He had a lot of pressure on him because Gabe Davis, his number one guy, is out. So and Kansas City was not letting him throw the ball downfield. So he had to rely on his legs. Shout out to Dalvin Cook's brother. He ran the ball pretty good, but Josh Allen
Nah,
put that.
James is a liability, man.
Yeah, he
In
is,
my
but
opinion,
Josh Allen really put that team on his back with his legs. I think he just got tired. He was getting beat up, boy. But he was running that ball. He can't get it down the field. Your wide receiver, Stephon Diggs, can't catch. So the guy that was getting him out of there was Shakir and Dalton Kincaid.
if I can ask you one last question on this game
Yes, sir.
before we move on, host, it's been a very popular saying on the internet here lately.
Mhm.
that's saying that Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills are the AFC version of Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't. Because the thing about Buffalo, they're not a bragging type team. They blue collar. They blue collar. And they worked their ass off to get here. This team was 6-6, Mark. They was
Yeah.
kind of dead in the water. They were 6-6. I think at the time Miami was Jesus. I think Miami was like, man, it's like 8-2 or something. No, not 8-2. I'm sorry.
Miami was like nine
They
and
was
three, if I
Yeah,
remember
they was
correctly.
Miami was hot. So again, Buffalo, who was 6-6, they was dead in the water. Because I think we said it on the show, like, well, that's the end of Buffalo. You know, that thing has come down. They're gone. But now they rallied back and they won a division
Yeah.
on behalf of a couple of losses, of course. But you know, I don't think they're the Cowboys. I think they're a team. And not saying the Cowboys don't work hard, but I think it's a little more grit and grind with the Buffalo Bills, and it starts with number 17. The guy is a beast.
I
He's a
got you.
beast. He works his ass off, and you know they can just get rid of 14 and and get them a pretty decent. They don't even have to get a dog stud. You know, just
If they would have had Devontae Adams, it would have been a different game.
I'll say yeah. Big time receivers make big time catches. Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Chris Carter, the great Jerry Rice, Antonio
Tim
Brown,
Brown,
Tim Brown, Antonio Brown,
hell,
Mar-
even Keyshawn Johnson.
Keyshawn, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. I mean, Deion Branch. I mean, like these guys made Antonio Gates. These guys, Tony Gonzalez. These
Yeah,
guys made great catches when it was time. That's why they got the big money. That's why they sitting in Canton right now.
yeah, no doubt.
They talked it and they walked it, and that's what Trey. It's like he's saying Trey. Stephon, he talks it, man, but he didn't walk it.
Not at
He got
all.
to go, and he caused He caused so much of a uproar that it's starting to affect his locker room.
It quite literally
Yeah,
did when they were trying to open up training camp,
yeah.
and he was at home pouting, holding out,
See,
and missing training camp because of this very situation.
so now he has to go because clearly the quarterback Josh Allen and him is not on the same page, and personalities you could tell because this guy is a diva that complains or whatever, but this guy bringing his hard hat to work, putting his team on his back, trying to make something happen. It ain't working. You know
Yeah,
what? A wide receiver and a quarterback ain't working. Who going first? The receiver.
yeah,
He's going, getting out of here. So
you've seen that countless times.
yes, sir. Oh, yeah, we see that a whole lot of times. So you know, holy smoke. Trayvon, I keep saying Trayvon. Stephon Diggs, man.
The
It's
thing about
just
it,
time.
his brother was talking junk earlier this year, talking about he need to get up out of Buffalo.
Maybe he need to go to Dallas. Maybe they'll work together. Him and CD? Why not?
He already mad that he getting outshined by Gabe Davis and the tight end. Do you really think he gonna take a backseat to see? Come on now, come
True.
on now.
That's true. That's true. They just need to stop talking and catch the ball.
Hey, go to Carolina. Yeah, you'll be the number one receiver. You go to Carolina. Hey, bro, you want to be the number one dog? Go to Carolina.
Boy, the complaints, boy, it's gonna be raining complaints. Oh my God. Is with that owner too? Oh my God. Woo, Mark, you know how to start a fire, don't you?
There you go. I'm trying to help out a former Terrapin. That's all.
Jesus Christ. That'd have been ugly. Lord have mercy. All right, man. That was the division. That was Mark, you something else. The division round games right there, man. Of course, man, we reviewed them. Guys, hope that you enjoyed, man. But unfortunately, that is our show for today. As always, we want to thank you for watching another episode of Sports to Talk About. please remember to give us very poor folks, man, a thumbs up. And if this is a podcast you can watch each and every week in, week out, get a few laughs in here and there, hit the subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications. The Pioneer.
Hey man, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us and listening to us get some stuff off our chest about the divisional round of the playoffs.
Amen.
As you can see, we're very passionate football fans. We love this great sport. But come on back, man. We're going to be back in the building on Thursday. It's right around the corner, man. It's time to get on that good old road to WrestleMania. Before we can get on WrestleMania, we got to get to the Royal Rumble. So come on back Thursday. We're going to predict the 2024 Royal Rumble pay-per-view event. You don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss it, baby. Don't want to miss it. And shout out, man. Shout out to Jim and Justin. Shout out to Jim and Justin, man, over there in Spitballing Sports Podcast, man. We want to thank them again for being on the show last Saturday. If you guys missed that, man, I highly recommend you go back and watch that show from last Saturday, man, the Real Sports Talk Show, man. Shout out to Jim and Justin, man. We had a really, really good time talking to them guys, man. They are a bunch of fun. We had some good time, man. And of course, man, we will be back in the building. Like Mark said, man, we will be back in the building this Thursday. Yes, sir. Me and Mr. Episode. We're going to sit down, man. We're going to talk about some pro wrestling, man. Some pro wrestling. A lot of chat. You better tell them due to the game. You better tell them due to the game. But yeah, me and Mr. Episode, man, we're going to be back. We're going to talk some pro wrestling because the road to WrestleMania begins. WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. The road begins, man. We will be predicting the 2024 WWE Royal Rumble. It's coming Saturday on Peacock, man. So, and also this Saturday, the Real Sports Talk Show will be canceled. The show, I'll repeat that. The show Saturday will be canceled. The show this Saturday, the Real Sports Talk Show, will be canceled. But we will be back. That's Tuesday. We will be back that Tuesday. But forget all that. This Thursday coming up, man, we're going to talk WWE, pro wrestling. We're going to predict the 2024 Royal Rumble. And that will be hosted by yours truly, my man, Mr. Young Mark, man. Mr. Young Mark. So y'all come back Thursday. You wrestling fans out there, AEW, New Japan, WCW, NWA, WWE, Smoky Mountain, Mid-South. Anyway,
what you know about that Mid-South?
What you know about it, baby?
Jim Crockett Promotions.
Jim Crockett, baby. Bill Watts. Let's go. Back in the day, man. Back in the day.
You don't know nothing about that.
All right, man. So again, come on back Thursday. This Thursday, 7 p.m., man. And listen to Young Mark, man. He's gonna bring it, man. We gotta talk to him wrestling coming up, man. And again, everybody believe in your team, most importantly. Believe in your team, but most importantly, believe in yourself. And everybody around the world, be safe and stay safe. Me and Mr. Episode, we out.